Workers not getting paid and jobs going unfinished. Contact Denver 7 reported on a Colorado contractor when workers said they didn't get a paycheck.
Well, now homeowners who hired that contractor have reached out saying he walked off the jobs, never finished the work. Well, Contact Denver 7's Liz Gilardi tracked him down to get some answers.
Build this shop for my husband. This was part of our plan to retire.
Gail Berger and her husband Dennis dreamed of having a home with property and building a workshop.
We wanted a complete shop, completely done. Turnkey, walk-in.
They hired Randy Reese with Buckhorn Builders and put 15% down. Gail says the project was estimated to cost about $70,000.
I think it was 6 months in. He hadn't even broken ground, hadn't even put a shovel in the ground.
Things weren't exactly off to a good start. Gail says she fired Randy, then decided to give him another chance. Part of the reason, they already paid him a lot of money.
We were in it at $42,500 before ground was even broke.
But once they broke ground, Gail says it didn't get any better.
You couldn't walk on this floor without tripping.
She says Randy botched the concrete job on the floor.
That door that's being opened now has a big dip, so when it rains everything comes in and settles.
She's not the only one having problems with Buckhorn Builders. Dave Jackson hired Randy to build a pole barn.
He wasn't present a lot of the time on the project.
And when it came time to pour the concrete, there was an issue too.
What happened was the last truck was here, they're almost done. Randy got in his truck and left. And so they were looking for somebody to pay him, and there was nobody here to do that. I had already paid Randy for the concrete.
So what happened to that money? Dave would soon find out the concrete company didn't see a check.
I didn't know that they'd actually filed the lien until we went to go to refinance the house.
He showed us the notice and the checks that he wrote Randy to pay for the concrete. Yet Dave was slapped with a lien on his home, and he had to work to clear it up. To make matters even worse, the driveway is already falling apart.
You can see this concrete cracked within 3 months.
At this point, we wanted answers. We confronted Randy at his home to ask him about the job at Gail's house and the lien that Dave had to contend with.
Why didn't you pay the concrete people for Dave's project?
Because he didn't finish paying me. I paid everything that he paid me, as far as he didn't complete his he didn't finish paying me the rest of the concrete bill.
Oh, he said he paid you like $15,000 though.
He did not pay me. He cheated me out of some additional money. But I'm done talking with you people, so off my property.
We first reported on Buckhorn Builders back in August when several workers approached us to say they were not being paid and Randy was ignoring their messages.
He owes me about $1,400, and I worked for it.
Now his clients say they can't get in touch with him either.
And after that, he disappeared. They couldn't reach him, couldn't find him. He wouldn't return any calls.
Dave and Gail say he walked off their jobs while there was still work left.
He left it a shell. None of the interior was finished.
Gail and her husband say they paid Randy more than $78,000. Then they had to bring in other people to finish the job, paying even more money.
We have put in about $60,000 more to get it to where it is, or it has taken all of our savings to do this and to complete where we are now.
And you can see it's still not done. These two homeowners are feeling like they were taken advantage of.
He knows what he's doing. He comes in and he steals and he steals.
Left wondering what happened to the money they spent. Liz Gilardi, Denver 7.